What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Swift Coin today. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We are taking the term Swifties back, baby. We're making it cool again. From a high to a low. From a high to a low here, you hit the 1618, you went just above it, and you've pulled all the way back down to your 100,886 area. This kind of maneuver is very normal, very common, and good. It's good. It's constructive. Technically, and a move down to the 886 should not be off the table, right? It should be something that we consider. You're at 1.99 cents now. I don't know if I believe that you go down there. And in fact, I want to say that going down to this area, I know we've entertained it. I'm not entertaining it anymore. I don't think you go down there at all. It's off the table. I do not believe we go. I don't believe you go lower than 1.7 cents, and you probably don't even go down there. I actually think you're getting ready to rip, and we'll see if that's true, but today could be the beginning of your rip. You might move back up to 2.7 cents, maybe 3.27 cents, maybe move all the way back up to 4.2 cents. But you're at 1.99 cents now. I'm not saying today you rip, but it could be today. But certainly next week, I think that you'll be back above 3 cents, maybe even above 4 cents, and on your way to new all-time highs, Swiftcoin. I think you really are. If you look at the daily RSI, we look at it here. You've got a very nice kind of situation going on, right? Where you've had this uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, very parallel uptrend. You broke out of it, right? Whenever you broke out of it here, this was your consolidation phase that ensued. It wasn't too dramatic at all. And now, ever since then, you've just been kind of living essentially above the 50, right? Like if we look at this, if we just take this kind of whole area here into context, and you see how much you are getting your readings above the 50 versus how much you're getting your readings below the 50. All I'm trying to say by that is that any moment that you're below the 50, it's not often long lived, right? The longest that we lived down in the 50 here was or below the 50 was right here, and that was because we just broke this uptrend in the RSI. So I think we had a little bit more. Now we've been under the 50 for a little bit, for a few days now. I don't think you're going to last this long. I don't think it's going to be a couple weeks or a few weeks. I think that you're about to move back up. I think you have a higher low, you're about to move back up. You could move lower first. You could move a little bit lower down to the 40 area, find a higher low here, and move up. Sure, that's fine if you do. But I actually think that you'll probably find support right here and move up higher. You're moving up higher as we're talking about it. Let's look at the 4 hour and try and confirm that. Actually, see if we can confirm that. Come on. 4 hour here, oversold. Okay, so similar to what you did on the daily, but now on the 4 hour, you're breaking out of your downtrend here. You're breaking out of your lower lows, lower high downtrend, and you found support on this area, and you look like you're going higher, man. So I think this looks good. You pulled back from your 50, you rejected your 50, and you found support twice on your 40 area, and now you're looking like you want to test the 50 again. This is good. You guys, if you break above the 50, if this happens the way that I think it's going to happen, today really could be the day that you move on up. And you have this same look. Isn't it funny? I swear, man, Swiftcoin copies XCN. Isn't it funny? You look at XCN here. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. We get it right here. Maybe on a 1 hour aspect, it's more obvious. I don't know. Yeah, right here. Like you see this, it's kind of like a double bottom, right? Like a low here, a slightly lower low here, but double bottom nonetheless. And this, where it bottomed, that was a candle that definitely looked like it wanted to go lower, but it didn't. Swiftcoin, you've got this kind of double bottom look. It's not as close as I thought as I thought it was, but still a slightly like higher low look, but double bottom look. That would suggest that you go lower, right? You had a rather bearish candle here, and then you started to just kind of resist it. You almost have all the reasons to go lower, and you're not doing that. And I've said this time and time again this week, that when you have reasons to go higher, but you don't, you often correct. When you have reasons to go lower, but you don't, you often pump, and not in a very long amount of time. It's a very short amount of time that you do this, because these moments right here, right, whenever they happen, they catch people off guard. But the longer that you're doing this, the longer that you have people like me who are like, hey, wait a second. Wait a second. You know, even the people that are caught off guard, they might have panic sold, and they see this and it's too close and it hasn't made its move yet. They're like, okay, I'm going to get back in. It's okay. You know, wait a second. Moments like this don't last, so I think that you'll get something that's more decisive, that will cause some FOMO or cause some anguish for anybody that made the wrong decisions or the right decisions down here. So maybe not just FOMO or anguish, maybe also excitement, exhilaration. From a high to a low, we're looking for right now, you're at 2 cents. The next target would be 2.6 cents. From there, we're looking for 3.25 cents. And then beyond that, we're looking for 4.2 cents. When you break above 4.2 cents, that's how we know it's time to go to new all-time highs, right? An easy way to remember this, a good mnemonic way to, or I don't know if it's a mnemonic phrase to remember this. I don't know the proper word to use here, but a good way to remember this is if you break through 420, you're going to get high. You're going to get really high, okay, when you break through 420. You blaze, you scorch through that 420 area, and you are going to rip. You're going to be so ripped, man, just out for a rip. Are you, bud? You are. You really are. You're going to go up higher. 4.2 cents is that line to watch, okay? You'll never forget it now. The golden ratio, I think, is a good area to expect probably by the end of the week between here and the 786. And then by the end of this day, or maybe even by the end of tomorrow, but I think it will be by the end of this day, I would expect we are pressing, if not above 3 cents. We might be just below it at like 2.9 cents, but I think we could be at 3.25 cents by the end of the day. I'm calling for it right now, man. I think we're going to pump today. XPR pumped today, had a nice pump. XCN, it didn't pump super hard, but I mean, I guess kind of we pumped 12-13% in an hour candle, and 1 hour candle. We kept going afterwards. Swift coin, I think it's turn too, because I know a lot of you who are invested in Swift coin, you pay attention to XCN, you pay attention to XPR. What did Alchemy Pay do today? If Alchemy Pay pumped today, it's definitely Swift coins. Okay, so it didn't pump yet either. Alchemy Pay, though, to be completely fair, I need to make a video on this because that's some pretty nice bullish divergence there too. This is not an Alchemy Pay video. This is a Swiftcoin video. So getting back to the main point here, I think I'll end the video on that note. I think that we are moving up. This is the low. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you want to get into Swiftcoin before this next pump comes, it's basically now or never. I would expect that Swiftcoin probably outperforms XCN or XPR today or tomorrow, just on the fact that it hasn't pumped yet, right? If you're doing this game where you're looking at a bunch of coins, maybe you're looking at all three of these coins and different coins at the same time, and you want to buy XPR because it pumped the most, or you want to buy XCN because it pumped the most in the last 24 hours, and you don't want to buy Swiftcoin because it's not doing anything. Swiftcoin is probably the more obvious choice to buy right now because it hasn't done anything yet, but it's about to. It really is about to. And I think you have this nice V and a kind of cup here. It's almost like an Adam and Eve on the 4-hour time frame. At the very least, I would expect that you're at 2.6 cents by the end of today. And you're at 2 cents now, so what would that be? That'd be like a 30% pump. That's a 30% pump, right? By the end of today, at the very least, I would think that you're at 2.6 cents. The highest, I would think, is about 3.25 cents, and that's a 62% move. Something between there likely is what you're going to see. I got nothing else for you guys. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. The 4-hour looks phenomenal. The daily looks phenomenal. I have no... you could go a little bit lower and you still look phenomenal. 3-day time frame, great. Higher lows, higher highs, getting overbought, not getting below the 50, just even stronger. The more you zoom out, the better it gets. Truly, the better it gets. I think today, closing here would be ideal, closing right at this price. Because if you do close at this price, you're bouncing right off the 60 to start off next week. But, whatever. If you move up by the end of today, and I think that you will, this week will pull up a little bit. Oh, man. 2.6. I mean, you would have a green week at that point, and if you did, you'd be bouncing off the 67. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Maybe you don't pump 30% today. I think you do. I just don't want to see it happen because I want you to close here at the 60. I want that, but who cares? The chart doesn't care. You've bounced above the 60 before. You found resistance above the 60 before, so who cares? You found support below it. The 60 is probably not that important anyways. It is on most charts, but not for this one, so I don't care. Do what you do, man. I bet you do a 30% pump or more today. That's all I got to say. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.